Yeah, y'all took a well. Yeah, you got a night in the inn after you guys got back. So
Did I rest somewhere?
I'm assuming. I don't know where.
Thank you. In that one place.
I get. I'm guessing you've just been camping in the woods this entire time.
Sure. That sounds right. Or I could just be banging somebody and staying at their place.
uh,
Who knows? That's the great thing in the background.
When are we leveling up? That is my question.
never.
Never.
Damn.
I was right.
Yeah, so I leveled you guys up extremely quickly to get you through like the prologue because I wanted you to kind of start at level 3, but I didn't want to start right at 3. Ordinarily, you're not supposed to gain levels that quickly. So.
Yeah. I mean, level 5 is a pretty big jump for some of us, too. So.
It is. And y'all haven't really experienced the kind of stuff to consider you level 5 yet, so.
I have too. I've died.
Well, yeah, but technically
He hasn't experienced anything then. Flint knows nothing. He's a new level 2 even.
I took a dragon to the face.
It's true.
It's okay. He will forever be alive.
Ancient Dragon Breath Attack at level 3. That'll do it to you. Still waiting on bread, too.
He was typing earlier, so tell us what it is to get in here.
Also, I did some work, and with my new setup I've got here, I've got this sweet-ass overlay. So the YouTube videos will look a little bit better, hopefully.
Nice.
But I'm still lagging
Good.
like
Still
shit,
like
so... Hey, Zim's online. Hey, he's typing. On my way. Sorry, I had some stuff come up. Okay.
There he is.
We got an answer at least. Oh, my knees. Damn it. I'm not going to be able to sit like this for 3 hours. Ugh.
Why does your knees hurt?
Because I don't have a fucking chair.
Get a stand table.
Huh, it's not a bad idea. I went to Best Buy today to see if I could find a mic boom, and because the one I have broke, and apparently they stopped selling them this week.
This week. That's terrible.
That's a good story. I like that.
Aw, that's
Sucked. So now I have to like put my mic on the table, and I'm having to, yeah.
be honest.
Gravity.
That was a decent, fucked up movie.
Never saw it.
Gravity. Which one was that one? That was that space one?
George Clooney and
Oh yeah,
Sandra
what's her
Bullock?
face?
what's her name?
Sandra Bullock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abraham, you see that The Rain or whatever it's called got season 2 up?
The what?
The Rain on Netflix.
No.
Wasn't it with you I was talking about how it was terrible? Season 1 and was getting part 2.
Say what? Hold on. Say that again.
Was it you I was talking to a couple of weeks ago about The Rain? How terrible the show was, and then it got renewed for a second season?
I've never seen it.
I heard something similar from somebody different. That show was just bad, but it's so bad it's good.
Terrible, and then made a second season which did a 360 turnaround. I'm like, what the hell is this garbage now?
Apparently it's a guilty pleasure for a lot of people.
Ugh, gross.
I mean, I've watched some movies that have been totally horrible on Netflix,
Yeah, that's everywhere.
but as far as
Oh, I think it might have been Bud. Because Bud likes to watch. I don't know. What was this about? Oh, Zen Zone.
Netflix is just a great place for shitty B movies.
Yeah.
Even B movie.
no, the movies I watched don't even qualify as an F movie. The Ring. Ring. How do you spell it?
I think it's Rain, I think.
Rain, yeah, like set
Rain. No, I haven't seen that.
Yes. There's another German show. It's, oh my god, it's about going back in time. I forgot what it's called. That
This is
one.
good.
Das Boot?
No, I haven't.
Sorry, I'm here.
It's okay.
Yay!
Oh god, I gotta figure out a better situation than this. I need an actual chair.
Well, go borrow one from another room.
There's no chairs
IKEA.
that fit here. And now I'm talking down into the microphone, and I probably can't. hear
Look,
myself.
beggars can't be choosers, okay?
What?
How about a
Right?
stool?
I'm on a stool.
Or how about a 5-gallon bucket?
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Just turn the stool upside down. It'll feel better.
I'm gonna go get a bucket. I'll be right back.
That's terrible.
He'd probably break all the legs.
Towel for my ass. Okay. Let's try this. Ooh, that's nice.
I think he flipped the stool
Don't forget a
upside down.
cushion.
Yeah,
Yep.
you should look into those buckets that are molded to your butt.
Yeah, could get one of those. Yeah, they make those fishing buckets that have like the cushions on them. Ow. Okay. I completely forgot to write the intro.
That's okay. Just do it off the top of your head.
Okay.
I mean, how hard could it be? We finally got the weapons. We're back in town. Everybody's recovered from the deal, and now we're off on our adventure.
Oh,
It is not playing. There it goes. Last time, you guys found yourselves in the middle of a knoll cave after fighting through the different traps and parties of gnolls that were hidden throughout the catacombs and twists and turns within the mines. You came upon the leader of the Blood Sneeze Gnoll clan. After finding out that the clan had been pushed south from the ruins of the ancient elven city known as Olnasarin, you found that they were infected by some kind of strange something. Even though an option was presented to take what you wanted and leave, the party killed the entire clan and found themselves on the way back to Seawell. Before leaving, however, they found an ancient statue which resembled Crank. And after deciphering an ancient runestone that they had found on the body of the Gnoll leader, they managed to solve the puzzle and locate a very strange missive there. Now the party is looking for their ally Jinx.
Let's go back to the tavern and ask Cat Lady, but I think she's looking for him too.
Also, that would be another 2 days journey to where you're going, so might not be the best idea to try and go that far right now. Okay, so you all made your way back to Seawell after exiting the cave. Box of weapons in tow. I believe it was attached to the back of Tonvar's automaton, as well as the paintings that you guys found on your way to Seawell. Walter has offered to put you up for the night again. After you relayed the information.
The weapons are on a sled behind it, not like attached to the back of it. I was being drugged with a sled.
Yeah, you're pulling it though. Either way.
Right.
But you brought the weapons back. Walter was very, very thrilled to see that you brought them. He was trying to arm the citizens of the town after he had sent most of the remaining guards in Seawell north to Doveport to try and figure out what was happening. Flint, you had handed him the vial of green ichor that you had found within the Knoll Cave.
Correct. To see if he can tell me anything about it, and then I told him about the why the gnolls are down this far, and because of the loss of food and this, that, and the other.
Yeah, he kind of looks over the vial, and you may have said this previously, but yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. This is weird. I honestly have no idea what this substance is. I think I've seen similar alchemical vials like this before back in the main city in Brigada, but this doesn't seem like something that would have come from Doveport.
Do you think it could have came further north? Or do you know anybody who would know?
If it did, I would be very surprised. Nobody's lived in Olnasarin for, God, probably almost going on 20 years now. Not since the attack.
What attack?
Well, you know the story of Olnasarin, don't you?
The what?
Olnasarin, the Elven kingdom to the north. It just Everyone just
No, why don't you enlighten us?
everyone just up and vanished one day. There was no warning as to anything bad happening. There was no signs of anyone remaining. All they found were just scorch marks within the castle walls. Verna, you remember this all too well.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
So are they at the tavern right now? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, they're at the tavern.
Okay.
Verna, you do remember this event, though, because you were in the middle of it. You don't remember exactly what happened, but the last thing you remember was your mother pushing you into a stone wash basin and pulling the lid over it. And after that, roaring of some kind of blast that you can't recognize. And when you emerged, nothing but scorch marks.
Hmm.
And to this day, nobody knows what happened exactly. We've tried sending groups up there to investigate and haven't been able to find a single thing. Since then, it's just been overrun by strange magical creatures and aberrations. We don't send people up there anymore. It's a very dangerous place.
What type of aberrations?
Unusual, almost magic animals. I'm not sure if you know what the Fae are, but creatures that aren't supposed to be on this plane. It's almost like a portal to some other dimension got ripped open. There's a lot of people that are blaming what happened on Olnaceran to the fact that they opened up their borders to everyone.
I'd like to go meet some Fae.
You say that, he kind of laughs. You probably want to meet them for about 5 minutes before you're running away in terror. If you can even try and get away. A lot of Fae aren't very friendly. Some can be, but the ones that are in Olnaceran right now, I don't think you want to mess with.
I just want to see them.
Well, believe me when I say if you even got a glimpse of one of them, you'd probably be under your spell before you could even get a chance to try and escape. While this conversation is going on, the door opens, but nobody notices anyone come in. Just that you see a hooded figure sit down at a table, off in the corner.
Gotta love that nat 20 to sneak into the pet.
Yeah, nobody notices you. Walter just keeps talking to you guys. Oh, that was weird. Oh, the soft 20.
That should have been perception.
And persuasion, yeah. Vern is trying to convince whoever just came in to come outside. Show themselves. Walter just kind of shakes his head. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, I think a lot of people actually kind of think the same thing happened to Barclay. I don't know if any of you people have heard about what happened over that way.
Heard about it. We lived it.
What? No. You're kidding me. Nobody survived that.
You're the only one laughing.
You've got a point. No, there's no way. Everyone was killed. The Aurelian Empire just wiped that fucking country off the face of the map. There's nothing left. All that's even there now is just a cloud of darkness and undead running over the land.
You're looking at the remaining living champions and cohort that escaped.
People are funny. You're funny.
Again, I think you're the only one laughing at that particular comment.
Sorry, you have to excuse me for being skeptical. I mean, many countries have seen the might of the Aurelian Empire. The fact that Brigada is even still standing is unbelievable. I did hear the Barcelian champions were quite strong. And it is pretty amazing that they were able to beat the Aurelians back, but I don't know. Like I said, a lot of people believe that what happened in Barclay is the exact same thing that happened in Nol Nasirin. Opened up their borders too much, let in a lot of unsavory folk, and yeah. All of them just gone.
Interesting theory, but more than likely it's just because there's evil in the world that wants to control and dominate.
Yeah, that may be true too.
But it is true, we are the remaining Barclayan survivors. Escaped and even faced the Black Death that was that blue dragon.
Blue dragon? No. Now I know you're fucking with me. There is no God's damned way that you faced off against General Sayer.
We didn't. We delivered a mortal blow with a new weapon. We were able to escape. We lost 2 of our 3 ships and most of the survivors and civilians. But it's true.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion, just because he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to believe me.
With disadvantage, because he is really against this.
Well, there's a double nat 20, so fuck your disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Holy shit!
Holy.
Double nat, man.
Wait a minute. No.
I'll pull out my sketchbook and show, because I'll have made sketches of the dragon and the cannon and things like that. And I'll show him.
Yeah, he kind of looks through your book a little bit.
Look at the dates.
No. By Uldona's light, are you serious?
Yes. And I'm telling you this because you seem a trustworthy and a man of pure heart. I believe that you would be someone that we would want to help with our little endeavor while we are here.
What endeavor? I mean, I'm extremely impressed. I can't believe you're actually the Barcelian champions.
Yes. Well, I'm not, but I helped them escape. I'm part of the contingent of the Iron Tempest. Oh god, here we go.
I
You have to edit that out.
Yeah. We are the remaining Barclayan kingdom in exile.
I'm looking to see who's in the room.
You look around, you see Hang on.
Fucking holy pop-ups, Batman.
You see a few people that from the town that are just kind of like farmers and things that are in the just in to have a drink for the evening. The rain has stopped outside, so everybody is they're trying to wind down from all the humidity in the area, so that they want to come in and get something cool to drink. You see Anita working at the bar. She's just kind of working, wiping tables down and things, and of course you do see Walter at a large table talking with your companions right now, who just looks completely flabbergasted by something he's just been told. And
I wouldn't want to get too deep into this conversation until it's quite a public area, but it's true. We seek our fortune in these lands to rebuild.
So I'm assuming then that the reason Mayor Higgins sent you here is because he was helping you, or you're helping him. I'm sorry. I'm just a guard around here.
Yes.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
That's the long and the short of it. Yes. Mutually beneficial arrangements.
Well, and he kind of leans back in his chair a little bit. I will say that Oldona's justice is going to come to those fucking Norellian bastards one day. It'd be great to see somebody actually serve it to them. The fact that you faced off against General Sayer is just mind-blowing. How are you all still alive after that?
Luck, a little bit of ingenuity, new technology. What form is Jinx in currently that walks up?
Varnum.
So you all see...
Well, look who the cat drug in.
You all see a blonde-haired man walk up to your table, kind of pull his hood down and sit down next to you all. Oh,
Look what the cat drug in.
hello, stranger. I don't think we've met.
Yeah.
This would be our estranged companion, Varnum. Where have you been?
I've been around.
Well met, friend.
Looking to see the mess.
Buying cat litter.
Not going to read too much into that. You're welcome to have a drink with us if you'd like. Please have a seat. It's very nice to meet you. He holds out his hand to shake yours, Jinx.
I look down at his hand and then I just take a seat.
Okay.
For somebody who's just disappeared for the last few days with a woman of pleasure, you seem very down on yourself, Varnum. You'll have to give us an update later.
Yeah, we can talk a little bit later.
You've never heard Crank laugh before, but he chuckles. You sure you don't have a hairball?
Varnum glares over at Crank. Hey, don't you have something for me?
The knife?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh yeah, I finished that a couple days ago. I gave it to Verna. Since you weren't around, I figured she could make use out of it.
Stares poignantly at Verna.
Verna's sitting there twirling the daggers in her finger. It's a very, very nice dagger. It's got a very beautiful red oakwood handle on it. There's a small skull at the end of the hilt, and it's got a very dark black obsidian blade. You can tell it was made from the piece that you had taken off of the end of his scythe. But it looks like Crank did a very good job of polishing it up, taking some of the rust off. But it looks a lot better than it did.
You mind handing that to me there, shortstop? I extend my hand.
Verna kind of slides it on the table over towards you.
Throws it on the tables, like throw it like knife,
so that it
like
sticks
stick it in the
the
table.
Yeah, so it sticks onto the table in front of me. I'm
Throws it
guessing.
I'm assuming that's the way he would have done so. Yeah, like a knife toss. Yeah, okay. Ching. Like a throwing knife. Dagger right there.
So I'm gonna pull it out of the table. So what have you all been getting yourselves in?
And then it's gonna go stealth somewhere. Slink off and mope.
Verna jumps under the table. We were just sitting here regaling tales of past battles. And apparently, your companions here told me something quite incredible.
Oh, did they?
Yes, you're into cats.
That I did not know. He kind of seems weirded out by that too. Apparently, though,
I'm into all sorts of beautiful women as I glance over at the lady behind her.
one of those I see. Well, just stay away from my wife and we won't have any problems. He kind of shoots you the finger guns.
Wife?
Yes. That's her over there cleaning the bar. This is her establishment.
Interesting. Why?
Anita, come over here real quick.
So she lives here. This is her hometown.
Yeah, we all live here. She owns the bar. I work as the guard in the town. We are married.
But I thought you said you was sent here.
Well, yes, I was sent here after the captain went missing many months ago. I've been here probably for about 8 months.
So you didn't grow up here.
No, myself, no.
It's strange that you say wife, because I've seen her husband. You don't look like him.
I mean, we've been married for the past 4 months.
I see.
Anita walks up to the table. Hello, everybody. Can I get you all something to drink? Honey, would you
Yeah,
like
more.
anything?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need something strong.
We've got some nice whiskey. I can get that for you.
Yeah. Can you get the stuff hidden behind the backside of the tavern? I mean the bar.
She kind of looks at you. Funny. I think I can do that. Let me go look real quick. I'll be right back. She kind of touches Walter's arm. Would you and your friends like a round of ale, honey? And he looks up at her. Oh, yes, please. Just one for everybody. I'll pay for it. She's like, okay, I'll be right back. She goes back behind the bar.
What are you inciting? That's pretty good insight.
I'm inciting Walter because he was kind of backtracking on what Brad was saying.
About
how he
sent
got here
versus like
yeah, sent
born
here, lived here, what?
like does it seem like he's covering something up? Like is he not?
Yeah.
Is he telling half truths?
Oh no, he's completely telling the truth. So he he was sent here after the previous captain of Seawell was sent north to check on Doveport. Actually, wait, no.
So he met his wife here, though? Or like, was that question asked? I might have missed it if it was
I
asked.
screwed that up, though.
Okay.
The previous captain was sent to Olna Saren to investigate, not Doveport. Doveport's been more recently.
Yeah.
So he was replacing the previous captain who was sent to Olna Saren to investigate. He's only been here about 8 months, and he and Anita have been married for 4.
Damn, that's fast.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
Super fast.
Well, there's, I mean, it sounds like there's something backstory-wise going on with the Jinx thing that's trying to be hinted at, but I don't know if it's being laid out.
Metagaming! Excuse me. Let's continue.
Yeah, so...
No
I'm just saying. Not trying to.
Anyway, your friends were telling me that apparently they're the Barcellian champions. It's crazy.
What's left of them?
Apparently so. That country got fucked up. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate what all of you have been doing to help us here.
Then act like it.
I'm buying you guys beer.
Is that what it takes these days?
Shitty beer.
I mean, it may not be the best, but as you know, our supply lines have been disrupted a little bit lately because of the bandits and apparently the gnolls. I guess we'll have to look into that later.
I think your null problem's been temporarily taken care of.
Is the Lear that was sitting around still sitting around? That's what I'm looking.
No, it is not. And as you see Anita go back to the bar, she does, you notice, pull a special bottle of bourbon from a secret compartment that you know exactly where it is. As she does this, you see a small girl run down the stairs behind her. She kind of jumps up on the bar, and you see her say something to Anita. And then Anita leans down behind the bar, picks up another object and hands it to her, and the little girl runs off to another table.
I really don't think that's what Varna was looking at. I think Varna was just looking at Anita walking away.
So low do you think of my character?
I cannot watch
But I mean, he
walk
did
away.
watch her walk away.
Of course. Well, I guess if the gnolls are taken care of, we won't have to worry about that. We really appreciate that. I'll be sure to send a message to Mayor Higgins and tell him what you've done for that little side job for us. Believe me, I really, really do appreciate you bringing these weapons back. We'll be able to kind of train some of the citizens around here to help us fight off any more bandits that we see coming through. Keep everybody a little bit safer. Not so much work for me and my 2 guys now that either. Maybe I'll actually be able to
Why
get a
would
chance
you
for some
send
rest.
away so many people that you would only have 2 guys?
They didn't really give us much to work with to begin with. They, after the research parties going to Olna Saren didn't really pan out, Mayor Higgins didn't really think we needed that much protection here. They figured with Doveport being where it is that we would have enough of a buffer that we wouldn't have to worry about the Fae.
So do y'all think it's the Fae that's causing problems? Or what?
Honestly, I have no idea. We haven't had any more of our teams come back, so we don't know what's going on up there. That's what we need you guys to look at.
Ninja bear grab.
You see... Actually, yeah, no, none of you see this. There was a mug of ale on the table. It's gone now.
That's pretty dope.
Crank,
The ninja bear
Crank
grab
looks
up.
around like, where'd my beer go? Anyway,
Crank drinks beer?
he
Does
can.
he actually process it? Or is it just go in there and
He's
do
got
nothing?
some organics in there somewhere.
Oh, okay.
He can't even.
Yeah, I don't actually know that much about Warforged, so I was just
I don't think he can get drunk though, because it would be like a poison. So I think
Correct.
he would
Yeah.
process
Crank
it out.
actually says to you, I can drink. I don't have to. Sometimes I like it though.
So how many people have you sent away from here to go investigate?
We sent 2 squads within the last 2 weeks. Probably about 7 people each squad.
So my question to you is, what kind of leader sends soldiers out without going with them?
One who follows orders. I couldn't exactly leave this place. I mean, if I left, there would be nobody left to protect the town. And for obvious reasons, he kind of looks back over to Anita. I needed to make sure that everyone was safe here. You find that
what
funny?
you call it? I really do. Insurance safety sometimes takes sacrifice, even if it means sacrificing yourself. So you didn't go north because you were scared, is what I'm hearing.
I didn't go north because I was protecting my family. I don't
Your
think I
hundreds-
can't really expect a vagrant like yourself to understand that.
Hey now.
Well,
Vagrant.
what I'm hearing is you have to protect your family and fuck all the other families of the people you sent north.
They were doing their jobs. They were following orders. I was following orders by staying here and protecting everyone. We don't know what's going on in Duckport, and we don't have the men to
Has
spare.
Anita came back with the drinks yet?
She still seems to be kind of talking to the little girl. She's run back up to the bar again. She's still pouring your drinks. We just didn't have the men to spare.
So what are you gonna do when it's just you?
I don't know. That's why we needed the weapons. We needed to try and shore up some kind of militia. For some reason, Mayor Higgins isn't too keen on sending men this way anymore.
I guess that's what happens when the leader fails to keep the people alive.
Well, wish you the best of luck in you and training your civilians.
I appreciate it. We're going to need all the help we can get at this point. About this time, Anita's walking up with your drinks again. All right, here you are. Ales for everybody. Didn't I have another glass up here at one time? What there was 1, 2, 3, 4. Wasn't there 6 of you? 7? There was 7 of you.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. And for you, she slides you a bottle, that very, very fine bottle of bourbon. This is from our special reserve.
Thank you. This is exactly what I need.
We usually only give that to very special people that come through here.
I see. How long has it been since someone special has been around here?
Well, for me, probably about 8 months ago. But before that, she looks over her shoulder. Probably about a year. She's looking at the little girl as she's just kind of running around the bar talking to different people.
I see.
Anyway, I hope you all enjoy it. Whew! She's good.
I don't like that. Haha.
Walter just looks at her funny for a moment, and just, oh, okay. Your lucky friend. She doesn't usually break out the good stuff for that many people. Apparently my wife's taking a shine to you.
I've been around here once or twice.
Another beer goes missing from the table. What? Where? What? Where did the drinks keep going?
Oh, don't worry. That's just the ghost that follows us around.
So you say you've been in these
Doesn't
parts
everybody have a pocket ghost that likes to drink ales?
A pocket ale ghost. That's a new one too. People just keep coming up with the craziest stories.
Are there any empty tables?
There's a couple.
So I get up and go sit at an empty table.
Okay.
Like,
So I've had enough of this shit.
fuck this guy. Fuck this noise.
Flint kicks under the table. You hear something go.
What was?
So you've been in these parts before.
Indeed, me and my troop have come through here many a time.
Interesting. A troop. I'm assuming you're with some kind of traveling group. Performers, maybe?
Sure. Come on, everybody's heard of Jinx.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I caught you back in Zento one time.
Yeah, I've had some great performances there.
Yeah, you were. Which bar was it? I don't remember exactly. It was good. It was a good show. I do remember that. The Elven woman could really sing. It was enchanting.
Oh yeah. You just get lost in the lyrics of her, you know.
Yeah. That little redheaded girl. Oh, whew, she was quite the dancer.
Oh, Jill, you like Jill, huh?
I mean, she's a bit too young for my taste. Not to mention, the missus.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Seems there's a little one that's interested in music around here.
Actually, yes, as you say that, the young girl that has been just kind of walking around through the different tables, walks up to all of you. And she walks up to you specifically, Vardim, and just kind of tugs on your shirt. Hey!
Hey, not me. Met a different.
Hello.
I like your face.
Well, thank you. I'm quite pleased with it myself.
You should be. It looks nice. Walter? Yes, Elena. I want a cookie. Go ask your mom. You get it. No, you go ask your mother. I'm sitting here talking with some friends right now. I don't wanna. If I play you a song, can you get me a cookie? I guess so. I don't know what's gonna stop you. He just kind of crosses his arms, and she pulls the lyre out from behind her back and starts kind of playing a little bit. It's not great. I mean, she's still learning. You can tell. But the song sounds very, very familiar to you, Vardim.
Can I walk out of the tavern?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay, I walk out of here.
Okay, Brad has left. Something wrong with your Dragonborn friend there?
Oh, he's probably not as inebriated as he'd like.
Well,
He's got a fine taste for booze too, and this place just can't keep up with it.
Verna, what
At
are you
least
looking
not on
for?
the L side.
Anything that doesn't belong. You see the plant that apparently Flint has been fixated on this entire time?
Not the plant. Oh, he's gonna steal the plant.
Flint, roll perception.
Oh, this is great. I ain't gonna steal a sex toy.
You see a small pair of hands reach out from underneath one of the tables, and you hear as the pot gets dragged underneath it. The pot with the plant that you've been staring at gets dragged underneath the table.
Hey, Walter. Someone just drug the plant underneath the table.
Why do people keep taking my plant?
I don't know.
Where'd it go?
Still the kid.
Underneath the table over there.
He looks under the table. There's nothing under that table.
Should see a plant.
There's no plant. What the
That's fantastic.
the fuck is going on here?
It's a cereal plant eating ghost now.
While they're distracted with the plant, I'm going to help the girl with playing the song that she was trying.
Yeah, Verna, you ran out of the bar with a potted plant in your arms. You do notice the song that she's playing. It's not great, again, but it does sound very similar to a piece that you used to play for somebody very special. It was actually a song that your mother taught you when you were little.
Of course.
Jinx had a mom? Jinx just spring.
Yes. Jinx has a mother, damn.
Just enjoying the
I
scene.
I didn't come into existence.
I don't know. I know nothing. I don't even know that you're actually a fucking changeling. Like,
That's true.
I
like.
Sorry.
Tonvar has no fucking idea what the hell's happening right now. Oh my god, insane. We're doing a little PvP right now.
While this is while you guys are talking, you hear Flint kind of go tap tap on the ground, and you see Vine shoot up in the doorway, and Verna is entangled, just plant in hand.
See, Walter? I told you. Plant's missing. There it is.
Hi,
I got it for you.
Back.
Tonvar will look over. Do we need to helpfully direct Verna towards something? Is she just bored? What's happening here?
Get her something to poke, like a stick or something.
She's stuck in the doorway, Tonvar.
Yeah. I'm aware at this point what's happening now, but is she just bored? Like, she's starting to take anything that's not nailed down. So do we need to direct her energies elsewhere?
Let her loose and let her come with me, and we can go for a walk.
Crank, you see, just kind of like pinching his eyes. Just let her go outside.
Fine. I break my concentration.
Tonvar is like, do we need to treat her like a child that's poorly adjusted, or what's happening here?
No. She gets a little grabby sometimes.
Come on, little one. Let's go for a walk.
Like that ADD child that starts breaking shit. Gotta go give her something constructive to do with that energy.
Me and Verna go for a walk.
Okay.
There you go.
Verna jumps on your shoulders, Brad.
It looks more like you're going for a walk. She's just hitching a ride.
As usual.
Hey, guess what? I need him to tell me what's around here.
There you go. Seeing eye.
Seeing eye gnome.
Halfling.
Halfling.
I'm the
Excuse me.
gnome.
Right. Yeah. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Yep. Seeing eye.
Doesn't roll
Tell
off the
me,
tongue. as
Verna,
well,
what do
though.
you see?
What do you see with your hobbit eyes?
What do you see with your hobbit? Oh.
I spy with my tiny eye.
Not a damn thing.
Nope.
Sounds like the blind is leading the blind.
My goodness.
She said, "Ooh, a squirrel."
Okay.
2 squirrels.
You do see the old man that was in the bar the night before. He just kind of sees the two of you, Verna on your back, Brad, and he just, damn kids.
That weird old man.
Jinx, you do kind of you notice the song that the girl's playing, and you kind of actually roll a performance check for me real quick as you assist her.
All right. I am also gonna pull out my lyre and start playing.
Ooh, you got a harp too.
Yeah, but mine's not as special as yours.
Convar will take up his notebook and begin taking notes on the sound for his next music box.
Okay.
Speaking of notes,
Flint puts fingers
Oh.
in his ears.
Flint's is constantly worried he's going to get enchanted by music or something.
He's gun shy.
I don't like music. It's bad. Okay.
It's almost
Grumpy.
like something.
Music.
It's almost like something from Flint's staff is warning him every time that Vardem pulls out his.
His musical instruments
Yeah.
of any kind.
I have this voice in the back of my head.
Be careful.
I have this.
Is it
Haunting
dark
voice.
outside?
Yes, it's night right now.
Okay.
Let me see what she's gonna. Oh no. you try and show her the notes as best you can. She kind of plucks her strings a little bit, pling pling. But you play a very lovely rendition of this this song that you used to play for your special someone.
So these other two guards that are left, are they
Cat lady?
like at the gate?
They are at the gate right now.
I would like to go talk to them.
Okay. We'll get to you in just a minute because we gotta finish up some stuff here first.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you're
Let him have a conversation real quick while I use the restroom.
okay. That's fine. All right, we'll do you then. Yeah, because this is splitting the party a little bit, and
Yeah, we're trying to avoid that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so we'll go ahead and do.
Before you
I
transition,
look
real
at
quick,
it as recon, okay?
Yeah, but narrative-wise, it's kind of hard for me to focus on 5 different things going on at once.
Well, that's your job.
What would you like to do with the guards, Brad?
I second
Remember,
that.
he can't speak much tonight.
I want to talk to him because, like, we didn't get to talk to him when we got here.
Okay. You do see 2 more paladins. They're in half plate. They're kind of sitting in front of the gate right now. They seem to be sharing a pipe of tobacco.
Now, Yid, are you like stealth, or are you just not stealth?
He's on your back.
Yeah, I know,
She's
but
on your back.
but
Excuse me.
I just ask it. I don't know.
She could be stealthily on his back. He just has a hump.
She's like hanging onto your belt.
Alright, well, it's taken long enough. We can keep going now. I've already gotten my beer and taken a piss.
That was quick.
professional.
Wasn't the both at the same time, was it?
I do I do this for a living, you know.
She does look at you though, Jinx, and is just like, yeah, I kind of like this one. Some guy gave it to me.
Some guy, huh?
Yeah.
Like, didn't I say it was my character that did it? Hell, I have my backstory. Hell,
Um. You did not specify which persona you've been visiting in.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, then yes,
So-
that works.
I'm going to assume it was Eris, and you have not seen her. She has not seen Bardem.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey, don't what I got the.
Yeah, some elf guy gave this to me. I really like it. I've been trying to learn how to play it. I'm not very good.
That's a very important lyric.
Mom says I'm getting a lot better though.
No, yeah. Do you play for her?
Yeah, I play a lot. My friends don't really let me
That's
play much,
good.
but I like to play when I'm in here. People like listening to me play sometimes.
That's good. Well, just keep practicing. I'm sure you'll get better and you'll get to where you can play that song flawless.
I really like that song. For some reason, I feel happy about this time. Anita walks back over. She says, Elena, get back here. Stop bothering those people. Go back up to your room and practice with your harp.
I'm gonna look up at her and say, she's not bothering me.
Oh, I'm sorry. She just likes talking to people. Sometimes she gets a little bothersome.
No, it's perfectly fine.
She just kind of looks up at her mom and just, fine. It was nice to meet you, mister.
The pleasure was all mine.
She kind of stomps off back upstairs. Poor girl. I know she gets kind of lonely around here sometimes. That's why she just likes walking around the bar and talking to different people.
Only. Why is that?
Well, her father disappeared before she was born. I think she kind of misses him, even though she's never met him before. And she has Walter now, but I still feel like there's something there that's just not.
Some people just can't be replaced. I glare over at Walter.
Some people just can't keep their thingy in their pants. Hit and run, hit and run.
Shut your whore mouth.
Walter's just like, She does like playing that harp, though. It does make her happy. I'm sorry, I know I probably can't be her actual father, but I would like to try and give her a good life, at least.
Yeah, what would you sacrifice to give her a good life?
Everything. You find that funny.
That's hilarious. Words are cheap.
If need be, by Eldona's grace, I would burn down an entire goddamn country myself to make sure they were safe.
What if that's exactly what's at stake?
Then that's what would happen. He slams back his ale.
Tonver goes back to working on the music
General?
box. Just busts out his tools right on the table. Starts making the music
Would
box.
you watch your comrades die?
would do
Would
whatever
you
it takes.
watch from a distance, knowing that if you had anything to do with them, that they would die?
I'm sorry, I can't expect you to understand what it is I have to do. I know you're a famous performer, but when it comes to matters of protecting the innocent, making sure the weak are able to sleep comfortably in their beds at night, sometimes you have to make decisions that you're not exactly happy with.
So yeah, I start to lose control of myself.
Alright, everybody, you roll stealth. You have advantage on that. Everybody else roll perception that's sitting at the table.
Oh God!
Ooh.
God damn! Well, that was the worst roll possible.
That's funny.
What, crank roll like stupid high?
That's funny.
Probably.
All the members of the Iron Tempest at the table, you all see... You see Vardam's face shift momentarily. Just a split second.
Boy.
And you see the face of the woman that was in the cave with you. And it
Interesting.
instantly goes back. Walter, however, does not notice this.
Interesting.
Crank, however, does. You hear that.
Convar is gonna raise his brow.
You hear that metal grinding as he turns slowly to just stare at you with those cold metallic eyes. And he turns back over to Walter. Excuse me, if you don't mind, I need to have a word with my compatriots here. Alright. Again, thank you for everything you've done. Real quick though. Well, we'll go over it in the morning, I suppose. It's not that big a deal right now. Just rest up. Drinks are on me for tonight.
You might regret that again.
I might. Especially considering I keep losing plants.
Very well. I'll speak with you in the morning.
He walks off. Anita is right behind him. She just looks over and says, if you guys need anything, just let me know. I'll be right behind the bar. And she walks off behind him. Crank looks over at you, Jinx. Pulls out the letter that he found in the cave and slams it down on the table. You better start talking. He unrolls it.
I look down at the letter.
Can you read it?
That's not common.
Yeah, we know. But I also know that you have a little trick you can pull.
I'm going to ritual cast what's
Comprehend languages.
Okay. You see before you the letters on the page shift and move. It's definitely written in Celestial. And as the form moves into Common, where it's readable, you see these words in front of you. Shards of their power, the world reborn. The gods themselves tremble. We shall rise. And underneath is your name. Your true name. And a seal that you recognize from long ago. So, what does it say?
Do I know anything about the seal other than the fact that I recognize it from before?
You recognize this seal as being on the back of your mother's mask that she used to perform.
Oh, interesting.
Well, I am going to relay the information to him. To Crank. Who's standing here?
Right now
It's just me and Crank now, right?
it's you, Crank.
Everybody else walked away.
It's you, Crank, Tonvar, and Flint.
I'm like a table away, if at most.
Yeah.
Just if there was room at the table, I would have just started working there.
Yeah, you can definitely hear what's going on
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and tell them that it says shards of their power. World
Tonvar's going to take notes on that for sure.
gods themselves tremble. We shall rise.
So, who's Jinx, and why are you asking Barnum like he should know?
here. Yeah, Varnum, who's Jinx? As far as everybody here knows, it's just some traveling music group.
Well,
Something's just not
Jinx
adding up.
is someone we need to discuss in private.
Hmm.
This is definitely not the place.
Well, let's go somewhere private.
Fine. Let's walk outside.
All right.
Tonvar will pack up.
I'll be back in a minute, Anita, for another ale.
Okay, I'll keep things ready for you guys.
I'm gonna walk with the bottle in my hand and keep it. Keep drinking.
She doesn't say anything to you.
Is there like a quiet, secluded spot out behind the tavern?
Yeah, there's a small alleyway out behind it. You guys do see Brad and Verna that are off talking to two of the guards.
Tonvar will climb up on a crate or something and light up his pipe. So, what's the deal here?
Yep. Talk.
I said, well, for those that don't know, I take my true form.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
You see Varnum, his face shifts. His mouth is gone. He has these pale yellow eyes. And over his left eye, you see a long scar reaching down to where his mouth should be.
I'm Jinx.
Well, that's a thing.
Yep.
I don't know what DC I was going against with that to not, like, lose it upon seeing it. But, yeah.
Yeah, you keep your composure.
Yeah. What is Flint inciting?
Yeah, what are you inciting?
Great question.
Just making sure that we see everything.
You saw what you saw. You saw Vardam's appearance change to this thing that he's calling Jinx now?
What are you?
A changeling.
One of few
I
left.
figure with the nat 20, I could just pop that off.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, nat 20, he knows.
Yep, Tonvar.
That defeats my statement.
Tonvar, in all of your research, you do remember reading passages of pale-faced people who could change their appearance at will. They're not very common, and they're especially not common in this day and age. But you do know for sure that that's exactly what he is.
Fascinating. Didn't even know that your kind still around.
That's kind of the point.
Stands to reason. I mean, considering your abilities. Fascinating.
Now, the thing I want to
The
know...
way the world looks at us.
Not everybody can be as open-minded, but...
Obviously.
Okay, so that connects a lot of dots. What do you know about this letter?
And why was it in a statue of me?
That's an even better question.
That is a fantastic question, and I wish I had answers.
I mean,
And what does this have to do with angelic creatures, some sort of divine beings? I mean, everything's been written in celestial here. There's got to be some sort of connection. Angels? I don't know. What's going on here?
I have my theories.
Someone wants to come to power. Someone wants to rise. I mean, that's what they say. Collecting shards of power. I mean, makes sense. You start to connect the dots. Why would anybody want the relic that we had? Power.
Well, why would the note be signed by you?
Exactly.
And why don't you remember it?
I've never seen this note.
What do you mean?
But I don't even, speak or write celestial outside of my power.
So, who would have motivation to want to make somebody think that you wrote this and place it in a random mine in a country we've never even been to?
In an ancient statue that's probably thousands of years old.
And why is that in the shape of this guy? Like, my mind is a little blown here. We've connected more dots, but it created more questions.
I mean, to me, maybe it's a message. Maybe it's not signed by me, but
it's to you?
me. But I still have no clue what it means. This here. Wait, do I still have the note, or did he take it?
Crank's got it still.
Let me see the note.
He hands it over to you.
No, don't do that.
My detect magic would have still been active when we found that note. I don't recall if there was magic emanating from it, though.
There was.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me it was some sort of. Oh, no, that was the thing. That was the keystone.
It was the same magic from the keystone.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't remember what type it is, but it's the same.
Divination. You said
yeah.
divination.
It's divination magic on this also. Specifically on the seal.
Interesting. Okay. Somehow this stone, I'll hand the keystone over as well, and that seal, that symbol on that note, they are both emanating some sort of divination magic. It's all celestial and divine, all connected. I don't know if that means anything to you.
We're about to find out.
This again. It's just a letter. with this seal that seems to be emanating some kind of divination magic.
Yeah, I'd already ritual cast identify and detect magic.
Yeah.
And had them running when we found it. Oh, Ali, I'm sorry if I didn't explain that clearly. So that's how I know it's divination magic, that it's emanating from the seal specifically, and then the keystone. There's a stone with some
let's
runes.
just retcon that then.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because it would be unnecessary.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. You can, since you ritual cast it, it's not going to hurt you, and you can do it yourself just to confirm.
That's true. Yeah, but I'll just confirm it then. Ritual cast.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see the exact same thing.
I've seen this seal before.
You have.
What does it mean to you?
Wait. No, hold up. You didn't write this. It's buried underground, and it's got a seal, a magic seal that you recognize.
I mean, we already knew it was all connected, so
I mean,
strange as it is.
I know nothing about the letter, but the seal, I know the seal.
Roll deception. Wait, are you telling the truth? I should say first.
Yes, right now I am telling the truth.
Okay, roll. What would this be?
Roll something.
I really don't even know what this is. Sorry, I'm blanking right now on the rules.
Are you trying to see if Crank's
inciting
can gain insight?
Crank's inciting him.
So if he's telling the truth, then you would just, based on, it wouldn't be an opposed check.
Okay, so he's just.
I think you would just set a. I mean, so this is just how I would handle it. So I would set an arbitrary DC since he's not intentionally making it a lie. I would do like a really low DC, like a 10 or 12.
Well, he doesn't believe you.
Or even. Okay.
He doesn't believe me.
He doesn't believe you. You roll a 3.
Okay, so he failed poorly. Okay, so yeah, that's where you're trying to go with it. Got it. You can try and convince him now.
So can I convince him now that I have seen this and I have not written?
There we go.
I would say roll with disadvantage, and that would be a 12.
Son of a bitch.
And. Ha!
Don't make me cast spells.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Why are we doing something crazy like this?
Crank just kind of waves his hands. I have my theories, especially considering that there was a statue of my kind down there. I don't know why that is connected to any of this bullshit. He points to the letter, and I don't know what the fuck you have to do with it. Pointing to you, Jinx.
I honestly have no clue what I have to do with it either. Like I said, I don't speak Celestial. I don't know this note. I know the seal, but that's it.
So what is the seal to you? What do you just recognize it, or is it something where you know where you recognize it from? Is this something from what? Like, fill us in then.
I've seen it in the past. There was this dancer that wore a mask. The seal was imbued on it.
Friend of yours, I'm guessing?
Something like that.
You've never seen it outside of that mask?
No, never outside of the mask. I haven't seen that mask in years. So, again, I haven't seen this in forever.
Well, sounds to me like we need to find that mask then. Maybe we find that thing, we can get some more answers.
Do you remember where you were when you saw it last?
I need to do a history check.
Yeah, roll history.
Do I remember where I was?
The night before your mother was killed, you remember her placing the mask in a box. You don't know what happened to that box.
Would he remember where that was, like where he grew up?
It was... Shit, I forgot the name of the town. Hang on.
Good job.
It was a... I didn't write down the name of the town. The town is just outside of Olnasaran, though. It's about a 2 days walk to the west. I will have to get you a name for
So
it.
for the for the sake of game flow, whatever blah 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 town. Now, is Jinx willing to share this information after Tonver asks, "Do you remember where you were?" It's the next step, yeah.
Yeah, negative.
Okay.
You remember the town
So however-
very well. I don't remember the town because I'm bad and I didn't write it down.
So so let's set that back up. Do you remember where you were when you last saw it?
I really can't remember. It was so long ago.
And then we'll do one of these and one of those, I'm sure. Sure you'll get past fine. Oh shit. Let's see it, Alan. Yep. Well, that's a bother. Maybe you'll be able to remember later and steer us in the right direction to find more information about the seal, at least. Select the process.
Maybe we can try to find a historian back in Zento. There was that guy, the other quest board listing we had. Maybe we can go talk to him. We still need to try and get Brad's staff appraised too.
Yep. Matt, I'm gonna add that to the list there. Maybe he can tell us more about this than what I know, or maybe there's a library and I can do some research. But the more we learn, the more questions there are. The more answers we get, or questions we get answers for, the more questions pop up. Getting frustrating.
That seems to be life. The more you know, the more you question, the more frustrating it makes.
Definitely getting more questions than answers. Well,
Hopefully we'll reach some sort of breaking point. For now, we have our quest at hand. Maybe some more will be revealed as we go.
At this time, we will go over to Brad and Verna, who are talking to the guards. Again, these two are sitting out in front of the gates. They're just kind of sharing a pipe back and forth. They see you walk up, Brad. They don't see Verna on your back.
Okay.
Evening, sir. How are you doing?
Good evening.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm great. Just wanting to talk a little bit. There's no one really to talk to.
There's not many people in Seawell. I can understand the
There
feeling.
is not. So how long have you been stationed here?
We came in with the last company probably... Randall, how long ago was that? It's probably about 3 months ago. Yeah, 3 months ago.
How many of you were there?
Let's see, there was 20 total in our company. They sent...
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of them went up north to Dubport. They were supposed to be looking at whatever the hell was going on there. Captain Bladewalker kept us back here to just kind of make sure that things were still safe.
I see. So there was 20 of you total, or 20 plus you two?
20 total plus us.
So there'd be 22. I see.
20. We there were 4 of us that wait. Yeah. There were 4 of us that stayed back to make sure that things were still safe in town, but we lost a couple people a couple weeks ago. Bandits ambushed them on the road.
So it's just you and the captain here.
Just us.
What are your thoughts about the captain?
He's a good man. Loves his wife. I think they did get married kind of quickly, but that's young love, I guess.
Do you oh, how do I put this? Do you have a lot of faith in his decision making?
I think he's young. I think he's untested. I think he is trying to do what's best for this community, but yeah. Who knows for sure? I think the guy's alright. I haven't known him that long myself, but hasn't really steered us long.
So what is you guys' plan if anything bad was to happen here? Like, kind of what's your defensive strategy since we're kind of here in town? If something was to go crazy, like what's the battle plan?
Well, we've been ordered that if anything does attack us, we're supposed to head back to Zento.
Okay. So you're just supposed to retreat?
Basically. Yeah, we don't
With
have the
all
manpower
the
to try and hold
civilians.
this ground anymore, so we're going to have to, if anything bad does happen, we'd have to abandon it, unfortunately.
When was the last time you guys were attacked?
Randall, when was it? Last bandit raid we had was probably 3-4 days ago, I think. Right before you guys showed up in town. It was weird, though. Really weird. They looked kind of sickly. I don't even know if they were really trying to attack. They just kind of walked up to us and picked a fight with Mike here. And the next thing I remember, Mike just knocked his head clean off his shoulders. Yeah. It did come off a little easier than normal.
Was it bandits or was it gnolls?
Oh, it was bandits. Quite clearly.
Were these bandits wearing any kind of like special clothing, or was there anything distinguishable about them other than the sickly appearance?
Not really anything outside of what they usually wear. Just, rags and things that they've stolen off people on the road.
Have any weapons or
No weapons.
what kind of weapons were they using?
Just rusty daggers and things. One guy had a sword that looked kind of like a rapier, but it's too rusted, dented, beat up. It wouldn't really do much in combat, I think. Like I said, these guys were almost like they were more messed up in the head than actually trying to attack us.
I see. When do how long do you guys usually have to serve in the military?
As long as we want, it's our job.
Well, I understand that. I was wondering if you guys have ever you're both paladins, correct?
Aldona be praised. Aldana be praised.
If you ever really wanted to fight a real battle?
By Aldona's light, we would love nothing more than try to bring justice to anyone who wronged the world. Yeah, that's what we're supposed to say. Yeah, he kind of takes the pipe from the other one.
Well, I don't really know how I'm trying to say this, but eventually, me and my friends are going to go home. And we are looking for people
Where's home?
who are looking to fight. Because we're more than likely going to have to take it.
And where's home?
Across the ocean.
Wait.
This is what I was trying to do with the other dude.
Across the ocean. No. You're not an Aurelian.
You guys would be paid very well as well.
You're not an Aurelian, right?
No, we are not an Aurelian.
You sure? Because the only people that live over on the other side of the world it's an Aurelian Empire.
Kind of just glare at him like, do I look an Aurelian to you?
Hey, pal. I mean, you gotta understand, based on what we know, what happened on that side of the world, not many people come from over there anymore. Not with bad.
Okay.
Not with good intent.
Here's what I'm gonna do. You guys seem like you're itching to fight a lot. It also seems like you're in a pretty shitty situation here. I'm gonna give you my card. We have a tavern. Is Zento where we are? Where the tavern is?
Yeah, that's where.
That's where our home base is. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you my card. We own a tavern here. Stop by sometime. We talk about it. If you're really interested in fighting for a just cause.
Okay. Roll persuasion.
Damn it, Brandon.
See, this is why we don't split the party, so that the face character can do these things.
Asking questions too.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, the hidden person magically persuaded everybody.
Well, I mean,
Well, he did ask a question.
Yeah, he asked.
He did
a
ask
question.
a question, so
That's true. My bad.
a little halfling pops out from his shoulders or whatever, just randomly says something.
Shut up! I'm trying to recruit an army.
You recruit the wrong way.
Mike and Randall kind of look at you. All right. Yeah. You know, I was just telling Randall here, it does get kind of quiet even with the bandits coming every once in a while. If it's
Well, just something to think about. Don't do anything to get you into trouble.
well,
It's just you never can have too many hands.
I will say, I don't appreciate what those bastard Neuralians have been doing to people. I think it's Oldona's will that somebody should try and do something. Whether that's the two of us, I don't know. But I'll keep you in mind. You got good ale?
Best in town.
All right. Tell you what, next time we're in Zenta, we'll stop by.
Yeah, we can have some. You guys can have some ale in the house, and we'll talk about it some more and give you a little details.
Randall's got family in the lower district, and I like to visit the temple of Damas myself a little bit.
He likes the temple of Thomas.
Well, I'm sure we'll have a grand old time.
Sounds good. Hey, y'all have a good evening. Enjoy it. The night's beautiful. All the rain stopped finally.
That's a good thing. This mud sucks. especially when it gets between your toes.
Tell me about it. You tried getting mud out of plate armor before? Ugh, it sucks.
Well, all right. See you later.
Y'all have a good evening. And they go back to smoking their pipe and just sharing stories with each other.
So yeah, we're gonna head back into the tavern, I think.
Yeah, eat.
So we get back to the group. Are we still outside?
You
At
do
the moment.
You do walk up on your companions.
Is Crank outside anyway?
Crank is outside. Roll a perception check, also, both of you.
Is this about Allie? Because I already know about Allie.
Right, but
You don't know this face.
you feel the air around Jinx feels a little more disturbed than usual. Verna, you see for sure Jinx is in his true form right now. It's a form you have not seen in quite some time. Not this far out in the open, anyway.
Hey, I changed forms, actually. You roll back up.
Depends on when they walked up, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did. Well, when did you do that, though?
See what I typed. It's special.
Your
Was it
headphones
before
are
we went
off.
back in time? Apparently we went back in time.
Allie, your headphones
Yeah,
are
I mean,
off.
depending on when they walked up to rejoin us, like, he could have been before, but yeah, the timing on that's kind of confusing. Allie, you muted
Damn
yourself.
I muted myself. Anyway, what do you?
Or deafened yourself, yeah.
When did you
I can hear myself.
when did you shift?
There you go.
Right after, well, during the conversation, I switched.
It's like towards the end of it,
towards
right?
the end of the conversation. Yeah.
So
Towards the end of the conversation.
potentially when they were walking back up, it would have been like
Yeah,
as
while
you
they-
were shifting.
Yeah,
As you were
totally could have seen me shift back into this one.
Yeah.
And that is the form you're taking?
Yes, it is.
Okay. You walk up on a man who is wearing Vardom's clothes. He has brown hair and blue eyes. Very handsome. Seem to be a lot of people wearing Vardom's clothes lately.
We all shop at the same store.
Are you all going to walk back into the bar?
Well, no, I was just gonna tell Crank that we potentially might have two people that might fight with us when we go back to fight.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that we could recruit the captain as well. He seems like the type.
I don't know. He seems like a chicken shit to me.
He seems useless to me.
I think you.
Hmm?
I personally can understand where he's coming from, but you know, you guys don't trust him.
Well,
Then maybe we can do without.
Let me put it this way. I don't think he would leave here to go fight with us anyway.
Yeah, he does seem kind of attached.
People
to that
can
woman.
surprise you.
I don't think he'll leave here anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind inviting him to join. It's just I don't want somebody that's going to get cold feet. Chicken out. Because where we're going, when we go, there's no turning back.
Well, we found some interesting things.
People could surprise you, but you're probably right.
And I
Yeah,
figured
we'll
if I
update Brad and Verna on whatever our conversation.
figured that since we're
Yeah, or
dealings with here have been a bunch of seems like undead things, and we ran from an undead army to begin with from home. A couple paladins might be useful.
Hmm.
Yeah, divine power might be useful in a situation like this.
Especially paladins of the justice goddess.
Yeah,
Well,
indeed.
some goddess, anyway.
I think it's about time we turn in. We got a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
Yep, let's go.
Yeah, let's go back in the valley.
Let's see.
One last beer and to bed. I agree.
Sounds good to me. You guys all head back into the bar.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you open up the doors. Anita drops a bottle on the ground.
What a waste.
What was that all about?
Her mouth is agape. She looks like she's seen a ghost. What?
Damn. Nope. Oh, the first roll. Okay. there we go.
Will somebody please explain to me what's happening?
What are you doing here?
Do I?
What are you doing here?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
What? Come here, quick. She's gonna usher you into the back room.
What?
Okay.
So with that insight roll, I would have obviously, and then the words, she knows him. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, you can tell that she
What's going on here?
she recognizes whatever form this is that Jinx has taken.
Mm-hmm.
That's for whatever she dropped on the floor.
It was
He's worried about the booze.
it was just a basic bottle of beer that she dropped on the ground.
Ugh. I dropped that on the ground too.
Oh. Are we going into the back room then?
I need to get
All
this
of us?
Brad Adams stuff like spread around. You know what I'm saying? Like next one.
Yeah, right.
Do you want to go in the back room with him, or actually no? She's not going to. She's just gonna pull him back.
Okay.
I'm going wherever we're sleeping or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Jinx, she pulls you back.
Convar will shrug and join Flint by grabbing his and pouring his own ale before bed, and let them do whatever it is they're fucking doing. Because Convar's head hurts at this point with all the randomness.
Flint, Crank just kind of reaches behind the bar, grabs a beer, pops it open, shoves it in his faceplate. Oh, god damn it.
So, is there anybody else left in the inn? Or is it just
there's
us?
a couple people that are just sitting around, that just some of the farmers and things. It's getting pretty late, so
Before I go to sleep, do that.
yeah, we
Convar will look over at Crank and be like, "That one has got to just be causing all kinds of trouble with this stuff." So, big sigh, pounds his beer, and goes to bed.
yeah, we did that tonight.
Go finish the music.
We'll keep that
Yeah,
rolling.
okay.
I'll go finish the music box and turn in.
Okay. Roll your Tinker's Tools real quick.
You want me to roll again?
Yeah, because you're working on it again. Like, you interrupted where you worked from before.
I interrupted my work. I got you.
I have a question. Can I do like a split? Can I do like 2 and 2?
No, you can only do one, unfortunately, right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming along pretty well. Even from what you
Sweet.
did before, it seems to be coming together
Sweet.
rather nicely. Yeah. And
Alrighty.
Brad, you set up your tools for the night, and you've done these before, so you don't have any problem making these. You know how to do the basic infusion for the healing potions and the alcohol, so it's not that big a deal. Jinx, Anita pulls you into the back room. What are you doing here?
What do you mean? What am I doing here?
I haven't
This is my
seen
home.
you in years, and you just show up?
I had to be gone.
You're lucky Oh, you're so lucky the captain's gone. Just
Oh, the captain.
They were looking for you for so long. And then you just left. Without a word.
So, dude, what else did you want me to do? Leave you two, dang?
I was scared.
I see. So scared you found somebody else, huh?
Look, don't blame Walter. I didn't even know if you were alive still. For all I'd known, they caught you and killed you.
I just... What do you see in a coward like that?
He's not a coward. He cares about his family a lot.
He cares about somebody's family. I wouldn't call it his.
Well, he's here. And you're not. She seems very upset with you.
And where am I right now?
Again, what did you want me to think? I had to move on with my life. I was trying to raise a daughter by myself.
Yeah, and I had to make sure that you wouldn't be punished for what I did.
She doesn't even know you.
Yeah, that's true. Or she knows more than probably anybody.
I don't even know if I want her to meet you anymore. I feel like that she's gotten this romanticized vision in her head of you, and maybe that's better than this. She just kind of points at you.
And what exactly is wrong with me?
You left us. I know you think you were doing good, but it's been hard.
I had no choice.
No, yeah. You had no choice. You picked a fight with a noble in a card game. He wound up dead and they ran you out of town.
There's a lot more to it than that, but I guess that's what the word is. Look, I'm here. I want to know what's going on. This Walter guy, I don't trust him.
He's not a bad man. He cares for us. He's been trying to give us a good life. As much as you hate it. But he does mean well. He's not trying to hurt anyone.
Yeah, has he sent soldiers to die?
That part I haven't always agreed with. But he's just following orders. We don't know what's going on in Dugport right now.
Orders, following orders. It's the voice of a weak man.
At least he's strong enough to stay. And she opens up the door. Wait, 1 second. You can't go back out there. They'll recognize you. She reaches behind one of the barrels and she pulls out a green cape and hands it to you. Here, I know it's not much, but maybe it'll help you change your appearance some.
Oh, so I come back and now you want me to disappear again?
I don't want you to get hurt. They're still looking for you. The rest of the guard may be dead, but the ones that are here know who you are. You're lucky Walter went to bed.
Let him see me. In fact, let him try to challenge me.
I don't want him to. She shoves the cloak at you.
I reluctantly take the cape. Or cloak.
That'll help change your clothes at least. Get out of town. And don't come back.
You know, I never really disappeared.
I know.
I've always been watching. As I put the cloak over my head.
Do you want to cast Identify on it, or do you just want to use it?
I am going to put it on, but I am going to do this once my face is covered.
Okay. As you do so, what appearance are you taking?
Barter.
Bartum? Okay. Let me roll something real quick. Okay. Roll a wisdom save for me.
Wisdom save. Yeah, one. Close.
You've had this happen occasionally where you're so overcome with emotion that you can't focus on the form that you want. And you briefly shift into Jill. But as you do so, you're not wearing Vardom's clothes anymore. You're actually wearing Jill's attire.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Like I said, that thing can help you get out of here. Now leave.
I sigh and walk away.
And she's going to follow out behind you and close the door. And we'll take a break there. 5 minutes, and we will finish up when we get back.
No, I need to go now.
Walter would be a pussy ass going to sleep.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock, bro.
No,
Bedtime
not
for me.
you, Walter.
Oh, well, it is bedtime for me, though.
That's what naps are for.
Yeah, take naps, brah.
I can't take naps in the truck.
I can take naps in my truck.
Well, because you have a sleeper and I have a day cab.
Sounds like a personal problem.
I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Alright, later.
Later.
Take it easy, bro.
Verna is stealthing for the evening.
You playing me though? I was hoping Walter would be in there.
She doesn't want you to deal with him.
Oh, I want to deal with him though.
Sure you do. Oh. Ow. Ow.
So there I was.
Yeah, we just dumped like a shit ton of exposition. This is why I've been like waiting for the past month to do this shit.
Right?
Yeah, this a crazy session, dude. Okay, my head literally is exploding with how much processing is going on, and then I'm sure the character is just like the fuck. That's so much. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, you just found this random stranger to change the thing. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Huh, wow, this.
Luckily, Tonvar is a scientist at heart, so he's just like, well, that's a lot to process, but I'll go ahead and file that away as just interesting and move on. Yeah.
Oh, you got me though, man. I wanted Walter to be in there so bad.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you got something really nice out of that, though.
That cloak of fucking shifting or whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know what.
Yeah, I mean, not gonna knock my gift out of that.
You've got a cloak that lets you like change your clothes with your appearance. That's fucking like super good for
It's
your.
pretty
for
fucking
changing.
hardcore for my character.
Yeah. It takes like, I don't know, huge chunk of what would like tip people off to something weird going on and takes it away.
Well, the thing with changelings, they already get advantage on if anybody notices them shift.
Right.
So, it does kind of help that a little bit, but it's also more of like a utility thing. Like now,
Yeah, it's kind of flavor as much too. It's probably not going to increase
The pure
ability
fact that I
much.
shifted Jill and her outfit came on, that was fucking sexy as hell to me.
Yeah, flavor wise, roleplay wise, character depth wise, it's a pretty powerful thing for the character in and of itself. Even if it doesn't mechanically add any major differences to the way the whole ability works. You know?
yeah.
I thought it was cool.
Now I don't have to walk around everybody seeing me in Barton's clothes.
Or carry like a million changes of clothes in a backpack at all times.
Or except for Mary, because goddamn she looks good in Barton's.
Yeah. Very pleased with that piece.
I mean, I guess she should have her own clothes, but goddamn, that was a good one. I mean, there's a reason why I changed that to my avatar on here.
Hmm.
Oh, I've got another piece of artwork I need to give you also, since you succeeded in a relationship with flames.
Voice. Now I'm scared to see it.
Some sexy time poses with flame. Yikes.
This is a good session because I get to actually be kind of tipsy as I'm doing this one because I'm actually getting to drink while I'm playing. I don't get to do that very often. I know it's kind of boring to the people that are more about the action, but this is hardcore for me.
Everybody gets their moment. Verna got to clown around a little bit.
That's
So did Flint.
Play it.
Oh shit. FIFA done fucked up.
Oh shit, what happened?
They started printing and sending out the tickets for the Women's World Cups. And they are splitting up people who bought like group tickets.
Oh shit.
Which basically is saying they're splitting up families and couples.
Ooh.
That's fucking
Yeah,
stupid.
that's crazy.
And apparently FIFA doesn't care.
Oh, that's gonna cause some drama though.
It already is.
Oh no shit.
And Brad's back too.
That's back. Alright.
And, oh, by the way, I already told Allie, John Wick 4 was confirmed today.
Wow.
It's
Yeah,
made. It's already
apparently.
made 60 million at the box office this weekend.
And there's a video game coming.
John.
I have not seen a single one of those movies.
Really? It's really good.
If they make that movie or the game like they did with the Max Payne movie or game, that was going to be pretty cool. Sounds good.
He's just asked to borrow them. I have both of them.
Okay.
The movies?
I left my drink in the other room. Hold
Yeah.
on.
I got 1 and 2. Obviously, don't have 3.
Yeah.
I have them. I don't have them anymore.
Everyone's getting his drink. I'll go ahead and start. He'll get back in on it. So everybody goes to bed for the night. Everybody gets a very, very good night's sleep. All the alcohol sloshing through your systems seems to kind of ease you into slumber. Tonvar, when you wake up this morning, you notice that there is a rune glowing on the guild missive that you were given.
I'll go ahead and check it. See if there's a message there.
It is a commission that has come through.
Mm-hmm.
They just need.
Mm-hmm.
They need 3. How do I say this? 3 gearboxes for pocket watches. That
Okay.
This has been put in by a noble in the higher district in Zinto. Apparently he has some rare watches that he needs fixed, but the parts are not that easy to come by, and they're going to have to commission out the guild or a guild member like yourself
Okay.
to actually put these pieces together.
Okay. So the term I would call that would be the clock internals or something like that, like a gear pack or something like that.
Yeah.
Clockwork pack.
Yeah, clockwork.
Something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 3 clockwork packs.
Okay.
The pay at the bottom is 150 gold and 100 marks.
All right. I'll make note of that and see if I have the parts currently, and if I do not, make myself a shopping list.
Okay.
For the next time I can get to a place that might have it.
Okay. I'm gonna say at the moment, especially based with what you've been working on with the with the
Yeah.
music box, you're kind of running low on materials, so it may not be something that you can actually do until you get back to town.
Yeah.
But you do have that that job to work on in case you want.
Okay.
Brad,
I'm assuming that this town's too small to acquire any of the parts that I need.
Yeah, no, there wouldn't be any mechanical parts coming through here. A lot of the stuff that's being used here is just like farming equipment and stuff. Nothing as intricate as what you're looking for.
Right.
So it would definitely have to be something that you would have to look for back in town, in a bigger town like Zinto. So.
Right. And it was 100 marks or 150?
It was 150 gold and 100 marks. Brad, your brewing went well over the evening. You seem to be getting better at making these things. They taste a lot better for sure. But you cork up 4 gourds worth of this hearty brew that you've made. Just kind of attach them to your belt. Grab all your things and exit your room for the morning. Flint, you got a good night's sleep. The plant just nestled with you in your bed. Not going to breed too much.
He wakes up, knocks some potting soil off of himself.
Potting soil everywhere.
No potting soil went anywhere.
Oh no!
My. One thing's for
You
sure.
stuffed it right back in that pot, huh?
One thing's for sure. That plant has been aerated very well.
Yes, it has.
Oh.
Jinx, roll con save when you wake up.
Constitution.
And what form are you taking as well?
With that save, I don't think it matters.
You roll on the floor, you face plant, and just smack. Flint, as you're downstairs, you hear something upstairs hit the floor very hard. Last night took a lot out of you. Considering that you haven't seen the woman you've loved in, well, it's really only been about a year, but the fact that she hasn't seen the person that she loved in many years, it was a pretty emotional time, especially learning that she just got remarried. That added in with all the alcohol, and last night kind of sucked. And now you have more questions than you started with. A lot more questions.
Intense.
I'm going to say because of that roll, you try to flip into Vardum, and it doesn't work. You flip into Eris.
Oh boy.
You can attempt to change it again if you want, but...
Nah, the hell with it.
Okay. As all of you are grabbing breakfast, Anita is serving you eggs. Walter's awake again. He's in full armor this time. Looks like he's getting ready for his day's work. You all see one of the members of Jinx, who, of course, all of you know now at this point is just Jinx.
I'll try and finish up the music box.
Yep. You pop the front faceplate on this music box. It looks very lovely. The mechanics on the inside are very finely tuned, and you feel like you got the tune that you heard playing just perfectly. It's a very nice piece.
And then while he's eating breakfast, he'll wait and see if he sees the little girl.
But you all see this brown-haired elven man walk downstairs. Just looks haggard. As he stumbles down into the bar area where the rest of you are. Anita looks over. Anita looks over and she sees you, Jinx, and she's like, "Oh, good morning."
Good morning.
Did you have a rough night?
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, breakfast is ready. If you'd like anything, just let me know.
Tonvar will lean over to Crank and whisper, "Is that another one?" Unless he's seen this one. I don't remember if I've met this persona.
Crank just nods to you.
Tonvar rolls his eyes and this still take.
Did Walter leave yet?
Puts the final finishing touches on the music box.
No, Walter's
Sorry, go ahead.
Walter's still there with you. He's getting breakfast also.
Walter, you were getting ready to tell us something last night?
Oh, right. So
Right.
I'm assuming you guys are headed up to Doveport this morning. It's about a day and a half journey to get there. Again, we don't really know what the situation is there. If the people are still there and alive, that's great. I really have my doubts, though. If it would be possible, could you go to the mayor's office in Doveport and bring back the census of people that are living in the city?
Okay.
It would just kind of help us check our records back in Zento, and if we need to notify any family members, that way we can make that process easier. For Oldona's sake,
I think we can do that.
For Oldona's sake, I hope that everything's fine. I really do. But again, considering the situation, I have my doubts.
a prudent thing to have us plan to do. Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Can you do me a favor then?
Anything.
Store these paintings so we can get them when we come back through. We'd rather not transport these.
I can do that for you.
Hmm.
I'll have some of my men take them off. We'll put them in a warehouse out behind the bar for you.
Excellent.
Also, considering the situation, I found a couple of these, and he's going to lay 2 scrolls on the table in front of you.
I'll take a look real briefly.
How do you want to do this? Identify, Arcana checks, whatever you want to do.
I'll do an initial Arcana check, I'm assuming, would probably be the start, and then if I don't learn enough, then we'll go from there. That's a terrible roll. Then yeah, Ritual Cast Identify. Yes, I think we're Ritual Casting Identify.
You guys are tired of reading Celestial on paper at this point.
Yeah.
They are 2 scrolls of Lesser Restoration.
Okay.
Yeah. Considering what's the way the Knoll tribes have been around here and the bandits that have been coming through town, figured these might be handy for you. So he slides them over to you, and you now have 2 scrolls of Lesser Restoration.
Alrighty.
Anita brings you over some...
Bards can cast from scrolls, right?
Yeah, they should be able to. You should be able to also. Anybody should be able to cast from a scroll. Like, that's the point of scrolls.
I thought you had to be an arcane spellcaster of some form.
You don't, actually.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that's just a 5e thing or not, but I have, like, I've seen, like, fighters using scrolls before, so.
Okay. Yeah, Tonvar will nod, thank you, and hand one over to the new persona that he doesn't know the name of yet, but yeah.
Yeah, you...
Assume, knowing it's actually Jinx, I'll just hand one over.
I'll take
And we really do appreciate what all you've done for us, and I really hope that your mission up in Doveport goes well. Anita brings over all of you a very fine plate of eggs and bacon. Not as good as what Brig makes, but...
You're roboting, Carson.
Damn it. Okay.
Spell scroll. Spell scroll bears the words of a single spell written in a mystical cipher. If the spell is on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast it spell without providing any material components. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible. Casting the spell by the... Okay, normal cast. Okay, yeah. Cast from the spell, it fades and crumbles.
So it has to be from your spell list, then? I guess.
Yep.
That's interesting.
So the bard, cleric, druid, paladin, ranger, and I don't know that it's on the one for artificer, but
The bard can cast it, so that's...
yes.
Yeah, okay, that'll work then.
Yeah.
Can druid cast it too?
So just for druid, cleric, paladin, ranger.
Okay, so
is what's listed. So, and I'd have to check my documentation to see if it's on
so
the artificer.
Flint, and Jinx for sure can cast it though.
Yeah. So, just for brevity, we'll move on, but and I'll look it up if it's on mine, and then I'll determine whether I'm handing it over to Flint or not.
Yeah, the eggs that you get, they're not as good as Briggs, but they're still pretty good. She kind of places the plate very hard in front of you, Jinx.
So this is fascinating. She actually knows then. Interesting.
Anita, can I have another plate, please?
Of course. She goes back to get you another plate of eggs. Well, is there anything that you guys need from me? I really have to get back out there. I've got to make my rounds this morning.
You're good, Captain. Thank you for your time.
No
And
problem.
we'll get you the update as soon as we get back into town.
No problem. Again, I really appreciate everything you've done for us. Hopefully we can figure this whole mess out and get you guys home. And he's going to salute. Ladonna be praised. And he walks outside. Crank looks at all of you. Alright, what's our game plan here?
I'm gonna eat another plate of eggs.
Let's get out of here.
Sounds good.
We have a day and a half of travel, and unknown enemies ahead. Some sort of necromantic disease infesting the landscape. Plenty to explore. Probably enemies to vanquish. Sounds like an excellent adventure.
Anybody seen Lady Luck this morning?
Lady Luck?
Does anybody ever see her?
Verna? Are we talking Verna?
Yeah.
Haven't seen her so far this morning.
About this time, you do see Verna kind of stumble downstairs, still in her black nightgown.
You sleep well, Verna?
She doesn't answer. She just kind of bobbles her head a little bit. Lady, you might want to go get dressed. We're about to leave. She kind of nods a little bit and goes back upstairs. Flint, can you get your eggs to go?
If Anita says I can.
Yeah, I can package them up for you. She kind of grabs a small bag and kind of puts it in there for you.
Oh, and do you have any scraps? Any meat scraps handy that I can take with me too?
I've got some fat off the bacon.
That'll work. That'll work.
Okay. She gives you another bag full of bacon fat.
Pull some of the bacon fat out. Here, buddy.
Hyenas come fill with you.
Yeah. Flint walks outside, and his little hyena friend that he has pulled out of the mines with you guys is outside gnawing on a bone.
Might as well.
He looks up at you, Flint, and he kind of...
Who's the good boy? Who's the good boy?
he walks up to your hand and just sniffs the bag.
Yep, I got some goodies for you, but not now.
That's how you give a dog shits. It's feed it a bunch of bacon fat. Holy fuck. Yikes, that's gonna be nasty.
Crank walks outside and he looks down at you. You still have that thing?
Oh, yeah.
Even with all those diseased gnolls in that mine.
I gave him some soap. He ate it. He should be good.
Okay. Crank walks by you. Jinx, what are you trying to look at?
Looking to see if Lana's around.
What are you looking for? Sorry.
Elena?
Elena?
The girl?
Oh. Yeah. As Anita is handing Flint his bag of eggs and bacon fat, you do see her kind of pop up from behind the bar. Mom! Yes, dear. I go play. I need you to wash off the tables first from last night. Fine. She kind of walks out from behind the bar with a rag. Tomvar, you walk up to her with the music box in your hand. You're short.
I'll just smile. Yes. This is for you, girl. And hands the box over. Do good for your mother.
What's it do?
Open it.
She opens it up. What is inside?
So you know how music boxes sometimes have the like spinning ballerina?
Yep.
It'll be a closer resemblance to her as possible playing the leader, and it'll be start playing the song.
Her eyes light up. She looks at you just like,
So it'll be a little mechanical version of her like spinning around playing the leader, and the song will play.
oh my god, that's the coolest thing ever.
Keep it safe. I mean, may you learn to play the song as well as it does.
I love this. Mom, 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 mom. She runs back over to the to the bar where Anita is.
Todd, I'll just smile at the girl and then Anita and walk out.
Okay. Verna stumbles back downstairs. She finally has all of her usual gear on. She kind of walks out. She tries to grab the plant on her way out, but she just kind of slips out of her hand.
Oh my.
And Jinx, yes, you do see Elena now who has this music box. She's very excitedly showing it to her mother.
I'm just gonna smile, reach down to the lyre that's strapped to my waist, and pluck a few chords from the song, and just walk out.
Elena is very excited right now. She's not really paying attention. Anita, however, does look at you as you walk outside, and she smiles very warmly at you. And she kind of nods.
Was that towards Jinx or Tonvar as he
Towards
leaves?
Jinx.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, so outside, they take the paintings off of your automaton, Tonvar.
Cool.
Randall and Mike, they put them in the storage area behind the bar. Crank says, "All right, got a day and a half to walk, and then who knows."
Hopefully
what
they
kind of shit
took
we're
the
gonna get to.
that potion of crap smelling stuff too.
Yeah,
Stored it for us.
they took that too.
Yeah, we could have them. Yeah, we could. I figure at this, like, we should have done it on the way in, but like anything we don't need to take with us, we're gonna get on the way back.
Yeah,
we could just have them store for us. Like, yeah, the sample of the noxious, whatever, the paintings, whatever, stuff like that.
yeah. All right, we don't know what kind of shit we're getting into. We got a long walk ahead of us. And so
Walter, is Walter still here?
Uh,
Who's around?
Walter is he's helping Randall and Mike kind of put the paintings up right now. Yeah. What can I do for you?
Do you have any horses?
We don't have any horses, unfortunately. We got an
You have
ass.
a wagon. You have a wagon?
Maybe. It's not in great condition.
Well, let's look at it.
All right. Yeah, he pulls a small, like, hay cart, back from behind one of the storage areas. It's the best thing we've got to give right now. Can sit maybe 2 people.
You said you had a donkey?
Yeah, we do have an old mule.
Can it pull the cart?
Kinda. She's pretty old.
It's a yes or no question. Can it pull the cart?
Barely.
I say we hook it up to Tonvar's automaton.
The automaton could probably pull it if we want to lash it up.
I'm
Why
down
do we
with
need a
that.
cart?
I don't know. We might find the gems. All of the gems at the same time.
I like where your head is at. Let's do it.
You already have
Can't hurt.
inspiration, don't you, Brad?
Yes.
Damn, okay.
What? What was that about? Inspiration?
He already has inspiration. I was gotta give it to him.
Inspiration points? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't hurt to have the backup too. Save some of us some energy on the marches such as this. So let's load up some supplies and get out of here.
Okay. He does give you the cart, and you guys can put whatever you want in it. It can hold 2 people. If you're gonna pull it with the automaton, you'll have to make a strength check on that. You do have another option.
Yeah,
Cough, cough.
yeah, Mr. Druid.
I am not wasting a wild shape at this point in time. Because I can only get the wild. I only have 2.
That
And
passes.
I
I'm
need
sure
a
that
long
passes,
rest to
though.
get those back.
The automaton doesn't tire, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, you hook the cart up to some of the utility straps on the back of the automaton, and I'm gonna say Verna, who is the slowest, and Flint also. You two get in the back of the truck. Cart.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, they have the
Your
slowest.
automaton, your automaton 4-wheel drive.
It
It is diesel. No, it's
is diesel.
steam powered.
Yeah.
For now.
With a magically powered furnace for now, yeah. The end goal is infernal combustion, but you know,
Yeah.
it's
So
not there yet. I'm not
you
trapping demons.
You guys
Power,
load up. You
yeah.
guys load up the cart and start making your way. As you're walking along this road going to the north, the road that you're taking kind of cuts around a large bay area. If this place was better developed, it would be very good to hold a kind of like a naval staging point from this spot. Though there are some rather large cliffs looking down into the bay, you do see some places where it looks like actually that some ships have been pulled off before. Maybe pirates, smugglers coming through this area, trying to avoid going through the official ports. You do look across the way, and you do very, very, very far off in the distance, you see Dubport, which you can assume is Dubport anyway. You can't really make out any buildings or anything, and can't even make out any specifics of the actual city itself. But you do see where it is.
I'm assuming that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're traveling from here, trying to get here, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Tonvar is constant, since he's basically just sitting, not directly controlling the automaton at this point, he's going to be mapping and stuff like that as he goes.
Yeah.
So
as you're going along, you have everything on high alert. Strangely enough, it's been pretty void of life. You do see a couple of birds and things, squirrels and things that are just kind of jumping around through the trees and things. Other than that, not really much going on here, especially for a place that apparently has such a bad problem with bandits.
yeah, got a strong hunch that kind of activity is being cut short by whatever this disease is, but we'll find out more, I'm sure.
Yeah, as you're walking along, Flint, actually, with that perception check, roll a nature check.
Too distracted making maps, apparently.
You see a family of squirrels playing around, but it doesn't really look too out of the ordinary to you. Tombar, yeah, you're just kind of you're keeping your head on a swivel for the actual geography of the area, not really paying attention to specifics.
Yep.
Jinx, same thing with you. You're just kind of looking at the hills and mountains and things around you. Brad, you feel something weird. You guys have been walking. You've been walking a better part of the day at this point. It's getting close to dusk. You feel something in the air that doesn't feel right. Crank sees it.
How about Buddy? Does he sense anything?
You don't smell that?
He smells it.
Something's amiss? Convo will ask curiously. What's going on, guys?
I don't know. Something doesn't feel right.
Convar will shift his focus. Put the book away.
Crank flips
Check
out.
the sensors again.
Crank flips out his arm blade.
Do a more in-depth scan. Heyo.
A deer jumps out in front of you.
Mm.
It bends down and kind of eats some grass that's on the trail.
Whoa.
And then
Is there anything weird about this deer?
it looks up at
Yeah.
you, and it turns to look at you, and little bits of grass hang out its mouth. As it turns to look at you, though, you notice that half of its face is missing.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, that's a thing.
And as it kind of turns to walk away, you see its intestines hanging out the other side.
All right, zombie deer. Okay.
And it bounds off.
Oh, at least they don't eat people still.
That we know of.
I guess we should be keeping our wits about us a little bit more. Who knows if there's something else animated like that that's a more dangerous creature.
Well, it's getting dark too. We probably need to head to sleep. Well, you guys do anyway.
Set up camp.
Whoever wants can roll survival to try and find a good place to camp for the night.
Looks at the druid. It's not your job.
Is it something we all do, or you're one person?
Anyone can.
You don't want me to make that roll, I don't think.
I found a good spot.
Jinx, you've actually traveled on this road before. It was many years ago, but well before this area was actually settled. However, you do kind of remember the area a little bit. You do find a place that's close to the cliffs that seems to be out in the open, where you would have a good vantage point to see if anything would be coming at you from the middle of the night. But it's also packed down very tight and nicely to where you would have a very comfortable place to sleep for the evening.
So, I think this spot over here would be good.
Now, do I need to redo my brews?
I'm not going to make you do it. Simply because of, I know what you're using it for, and yeah, Crank just says good. Yeah, I'll keep watch for the evening if you guys want to go to sleep.
Okay.
We'll say that you guys bed down for the evening.
I motioned to Buddy to keep Crank company.
Yeah, he kind of sits down next to him. He falls asleep a couple times during the night, but for the most part tries to keep vigilant. Evening goes by without a hitch. sun comes up. However, it seems a little darker than usual. The sun is up, but there's very heavy clouds in the sky. It doesn't look like rain, just looks very overcast. Crank wakes everybody up. All right, time to go. Make sure you're geared up heavy. We don't know what we're getting into here. And are you hooking the cart back up to the automaton?
Yeah.
Okay. Make another strength check.
Athletics is still good, right? Or do you just want pure strength?
Either one.
Take the one that has me the +2. That was a bad roll. Oh no, sorry, I double rolled, so the first one's decent. Should be good, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, so you hook the car back up. Verna and Flint, you guys jump in the back of the cart. Flint, you flick your hand out. I'm assuming you're checking the weather.
That is correct. Why is it grayer? Tell me.
Yeah, overcast. Chance of rain probably tomorrow morning. But for right now, it's just cloudy.
Okay. Pass it on.
So
Well, I hope it doesn't rain too soon, but let's continue.
you all load back up and make your way back out onto the road again.
I feed Buddy.
Yeah, you kind of toss Buddy some of the bacon fat, and he just seems to enjoy it very much. He likes being around you. You give him things.
He's gonna regret eating all that bacon fat, though. The dog's not gonna be having.
It's a hyena. They are the vultures of the ground.
And it's going to be hyenas.
I mean, I guess that's true. It's just gonna still be stinky hyena shit. Like, he might not regret it, but it's still gonna come out nasty.
As all of you
We'll
are
regret it.
making your way down the road, you do see the gates of Doveport appear before you. And as you're looking around,
Are they open?
they
or
are wide
closed?
open.
Okay.
That's not good.
They are wide open. And as you were getting closer to the city, you're starting to see
That's not a good sign.
you're starting to see farmland that looks brown. You see carts that are abandoned on the side of the road. No people around that you can tell. But everything looks just bad. Brad,
So, guys, do we want to go in the front door, or we want to try and find another way in?
We don't notice shit. None of us do. We should probably observe from a distance for a while and stash the cart somewhere so we could be more mobile, and then decide on our approach after we've observed from a few different angles.
Why don't we put the cart next to some other abandoned carts and kind of make it like a temporary stronghold in case we have to fall back to something if we're attacked.
Do we see any kind of areas outside of town in the farmland that might have additional carts or wagons or
He just said
something that we could create a barricade?
Didn't he just say there's carts abandoned along the road?
yeah, there's a couple of abandoned carts along the road.
How far out from the city are they?
Probably about half a mile.
I'm down for that idea. We can observe from there initially and maybe send out the little one for a scouting,
I will
stealth
say,
scouting, and
I would say with that survival check from Jinx, you're able to grab probably 3 carts and just kind of stack them up together as kind of like a little makeshift barricade.
after we've done that, we'll go ahead and do some watching and see what we see, I guess.
Okay. Y'all want to send Verna to go scout?
Yes. I would like to send her around the perimeter as much as we can without in stealth. No, I'm trying to observe from where we're at.
Again, you don't really see much of anything. You just kind of notice this.
Unless there's auditory information, then that's with advantage.
Now, how do those little glowy stones work?
The sending stones, I would have given one to. I would have given one to Verna, and she just activates it, and basically it works like a walkie-talkie.
That's what I was gonna recommend.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, I definitely would have done that. Definitely good call.
She takes one of the sending stones and kind of holds it up to her ear. She says, "All right, I guess I'm gonna go not get myself killed."
Just observe around the perimeter. You're faster, quieter than the rest of us. Holy shit.
Yeah, she puts her mask up and kind of gets down low to the ground. She sticks to the wall as much as she can. You see her disappear inside the front gate, kind of back behind what looks like some kind of little shop or building. She moves in as far as she can go. And Tonvar, you hear coming over the speakers inside of your automaton, "It's quiet. I don't see anybody around here."
No movement at all?
No movement.
Tell her to look at the water.
The water?
Yeah, what does the water look like?
Do you see any water in town? A well or the water source?
She can't reply.
She can't reply.
Because sending only works one way twice.
And then how long does it take to recharge?
They take a day to recharge.
Okay. Then. Okay. So I guess with my sending, I will have asked her to come back then. Okay. I didn't actually read them that closely.
Okay. She comes back and says, "Yeah, it's very quiet. It's eerie."
Did you notice anything extremely strange?
Noticed, yeah.
There's this fog in places. Other than that, I couldn't really see much of anything. I think we might be able to get to the mayor's office at City Hall pretty easily. Best I can tell, there's a couple of roads we can take.
Yeah, we need to try and figure out exactly if there's any kind of clues to figure out what exactly happened.
What time of day is it?
It is just past noon at this point. However, it is pretty dark outside. It's not like black as night, but because of the cloud cover and all this fog that's on the ground, it's really dark. Yeah.
I don't know why y'all are rolling stealth. We got Crank with us. He's just boom, 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 boom.
You actually see.
Yeah,
You actually see Crank. Hang on, I got something for this. He kind of beats his chest, and you see all that heavy armor that he's wearing just kind of shift into himself. All right, we're good now. As you all...
Oh, the duration's only one round, so it's a single 25-word message.
Yeah. As you all make your way in through the main gate,
Wow, it is dark in here. Oh, there we go.
Considering that I don't have proficiency in stealth, that's not a bad roll for a big old robot. I still don't see anything on the map.
You guys try and move in as quietly as
Scroll.
you can into the main area of the city.
There it goes.
You don't hear anything. There's just this eerie quiet to everything. As you're looking down the main entrance, you see a couple of shops, a couple of houses and things. Bushes lining the sides of the road as you walk in. You see what looks to be a storehouse in front of you down the way. And then the road turns to the left. You're not quite sure where that goes just yet. And then a house that looks to have its front door open.
Huh. So it's noon, but there's like an unnatural darkness to the area.
Yep.
It's foggy. Totally silent. Not even animals, not even buildings shifting noises, like nothing at all.
Nothing.
Again, I was going to try to see how the plants were. I can't even do that.
They're bushes.
Yeah, but are they alive or dead?
They don't look good.
Are we doing a house by house, or are we going to just try and push it and try and...
I say we do kind of house by house. If there's any doors open, we check them, make sure nothing pops in behind us.
You
The
could
door's closed, then
All right.
we can kind of bypass it for now to get to the mayor's office.
All right.
I'll just say you guys can move
Let's have-
freely right now.
Let's have Verna scout ahead, like 30, 40 feet ahead of us, and then just kind of slowly move up to this doorway for now. Have her stealth up there and take a peek before, and then work our way up that direction. Yeah.
Wait, are we still stealth from before?
Yeah, you still stealth from before.
How dark is this area?
It's not.
Remember, I have dark vision.
It's not nighttime.
Okay.
You, however, you can see things
So-
clearly through this fog. You
That's
don't
what
have
I
any.
thought.
Yeah, you don't have any problem seeing anything at all, other than just
Yeah.
normal obstructions.
Okay.
Verna and Jinx are going to walk up to this house. There is a door there.
I'm gonna investigate this tree right in front of me, see if I note anything.
It
I'm
just
gonna watch the.
it looks like a dead tree.
If I notice, yeah, but if I notice how it died or what caused it to die or what.
I would roll nature check on that.
Nature check, great. Okay, not too bad.
There is some kind of blight that has just infected this tree.
So do I see anything looking into this
Okay.
home?
Can I scrape a little bit of the blight off for later analysis by cleric or wizard or Walter?
Yeah, if you want to try, roll survival to try and take some of the bark. Yeah, you managed to take a piece off and just kind of wrap it up in some cloth and put it in your bag.
Sounds good.
Jinx, you don't see anything immediately when you walk in, as you're just kind of standing in the front of the door. Verna is going to move in, however, and as she does see a form in the bed over in the corner.
Convar's going to take up a defensive position, like watching down the street while they investigate.
As she does this, she walks in and says, hello? Is there anyone in here? As she moves in, she sees the form of a person raise up out of the bed. And it slowly looks over towards her.
What have you done?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, that must be Buddy taking his morning shit.
Guys, I need help. And that's where we're in for tonight.
Close the door?
I closed the door with her locked inside. In for the night. Nah,
Oh, I mean, walk out of the house and close the damn door.
I'm already outside. Okay.
Interesting.
That's what.
And now the crawl through Doveport. Zombie killing. Yay.
Yep.
Next time.
Next time.
Oh. Cool.
I was hoping to get a little bit more crawling
That
done
was a
tonight,
lot.
but we had a lot of exposition that needed to get dropped, so...
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of background setup and shit dropping tonight.
So where's my art? You said you had art for me.
yeah. Give me a second here.
I gotta go. I gotta get the kid to bed. I'll catch you guys later.
Alright.
So you do
Later.
it, bro.
See you later.
Peace.
What did I do with it?
Telling you, you don't take a 5-minute break, you just won't leave.
He's gonna leave.
Right? Just skip that 5-minute break and just keep.
I mean, the past 3 weeks in a row, you said, okay, let's take a break. He's like, I'm going to bed.
This is it, right?
Yeah, but he stayed on the entire. Allie stayed on the entire night tonight.
That's that one. Oh.
I think he was just bored the fact that we wasn't fighting anything.
Or the fact that he's sitting 7 feet away from me.
No, I'm talking about
Just talking about you.
Yid.
Carson's already said the only thing Yid wants to do is fight.
It is. That's what he told me. He literally told me that. He said that all this talking stuff is boring.
It's part of D&D.
It's like the whole main basis of my character.
I know. You better be glad you let me talk to them guards, because I was coming back to the group and I was gonna completely say some stuff. I thought you was just gonna like you said that we was talking, right? And then like, I don't know. It had been a while. It's like, okay, we're going back to the group. I was gonna be like, yeah. He said, well, Walter's leadership sucks, and they're looking for a way out. And that they was actually scared that they was gonna get sent out next because they was the last 2 alive.
I mean, that would have been a reasonable thing to make up that.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I was gonna say. And like, actively looking for a reason for people to join our, I hate calling it an army, but
Rebellion.
our army.
That's what it is.
Well, only problem with that is they are paladins of Uldona, and they believe in justice, even if they are not like.
Well, yeah, but I know they're not like they're obligated to wherever they are. That's what I was kind of like asking, like if they had like you know, how long their like active duty was or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's their job, so they you know, they are, so paladins are employed basically by the churches that they defend. They can be contracted out by the different countries, but more often than not, they don't work for a country, they work for a church.
Well, they can work to restore our church.
What church? Our church. That's
I don't
pretty
know.
broad.
I'm sure there was a church where we came from.
Not everybody here follows the same religion.
I didn't say anybody followed a religion. I just said I'm sure there was a church that was wrongfully wronged.
Wrongfully wronged.